2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear. 2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear. 2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear. 2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear. 2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear. 2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear.
Of a fascist regime taking over our team, and a dude named Epstein with a Q13 and COVID-19 and no vaccine, and in every single country in the world quarantine.
2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear. 2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear.
That there are still hormones in my kids' bloodstream, and cyberbullies attacking their self-esteem, and they go online to watch pornographic memes and go on play dates to plan their own routine.
And we don't promote condoms, 'cause that would be obscene and affect your ability to teach them hygiene.
So we don't really worry about STDs and unwanted teen pregnancies, and we most certainly don't need to worry about
Supreme Court replacement of RBG. 2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear. 2020 is a dream, and we don't need to intervene.
when our water doesn't look very aquamarine, 'cause we keep polluting all our rivers and our streams,
And our in-home cuisine is laced with benzene and made on machines that aren't very clean.
and they use the same dyes that they do in magazines, like a red number 4 Florentine.
And candy for Halloween will never turn green
because of sugar, starch, and polypropylene.
And we know it's not extreme like a government scheme, but why is there plastic in the food that we eat? 2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear. 2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear.
Our foreign militants altering our election and helping continue our corrupt infection, where we have to go to court and argue with inflection of a sex offender in a constant erection.
2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear. And all of humanity lives together in harmony.
So why are we afraid? We got everything made. Go kick up your feet and sit down in the shade. I mean, what do I have to say to persuade for you to pour yourself a glass of lemonade?
2020.
Yeah, go ahead and put some vodka in it. Don't worry about the cars and the poison exhaust or the Mexico wall and what it might have cost and all the golf games that are played by our boss or the return of evil and another Holocaust.
You can believe
what
what
I
I
refuse. You shouldn't really listen, dude. It's all fake news. And there's certainly not an ever-looming fear of a volcanic eruption from Mount Rainier or the hurricanes that flood the South every year and the raging wildfires that burn a frontier and all of the smoke makes the air unclear and the icebergs melt and Florida disappears. Hey, Florida, did you get your bags packed?
2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear. 2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear. 2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear. 2020 is the best year, 'cause we don't have to live in fear.
Now what is fear? Let's be very clear before the rest of the beat disappears. When the storm is severe and your vision is unclear and evil steps in and tries to interfere. When people start to sneer and they act insincere, it's just an opportunity for you to persevere. So do not be afraid, we got everything made. We all have a job to get our bills paid. Our kids are on Zoom to get their good grades. We were told to wear a mask and only half disobeyed. And, like, that's pretty good, right? This really was the best year.